welcome back to my channel. I am the Soul Teacher. Today I'm going to do things a little bit differently for our mid-June readings. I've got 3 piles here for you. One is for love, the second one is for money, and the third one is for manifestation. Now you can watch either all 3 of these readings or choose whichever one you would like to see what it entails for you. I will have timestamps in the description box. So without further ado, let's start with the love reading. Okay guys, if you chose the love reading, this is your pile. I did not peek at the cards, so I have no idea what they are. I shuffled them and I put them face down, so I really have no idea what this is going to bring. So I'm going to be just as surprised as you are. I chose the emerald for your love reading, specifically for the green color that works with your heart chakra. So if you are interested to see what this is all about, let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so while I pack the cards, I will explain what I've done here. I will also be doing a few clarifiers if there's time for it. Okay, so this is for the top row, so I will show you how I'm going to read this. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't say this enough, but I don't read reversals. This is interesting, guys. You have 4 major arcanas for your love reading. This is very interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, so this is how I'm going to read them. That's how I specifically shuffled and dealt them. So there we go. And then we have a moon card for guidance and an angel answers card for guidance. And then I choose 3 Kipper deck cards just to put some meat on the reading for you. The deck is a very, very interesting deck, I must say. Oh, you've got a 22 and a 23. That's interesting. Okay, guys. So let's see. Let's get stuck into this, shall we? Okay. So we start out with heel and base chakra. So this is how I'm going to read them. This is the top row. I dealt them first, and that's the second row, the bottom row. So how I read this is I read them down, but I dealt these 3 together and these 3 together. So it's interesting how this pans out. So we've got heel and we've got base chakra. So obviously, if you chose this pile, it means that you've got some healing to do in the base chakra. Now the base chakra is where everything starts. So the base chakra is responsible for your feelings of emotional security, of financial security, of self-love. This is also, if this base chakra is blocked, then it blocks all the way straight through to the top. So if your base chakra is blocked, you really would have difficulty to get the other chakras to work properly and to be aligned and to be in balance. So this is a very, very indicative card, as in to say your base chakra needs healing. And if you don't feel secure and safe, you can do nothing else. So yeah, you see the chains around this guy that's broken free? You need to heal your base chakra. And when you start healing your base chakra, it'll run right through. So that's quite something. So this heal and refusing to see. Sorry, not heal, lead. I'm still there. Lead and refusing to see. So there's a 2 and there's a 4 there. This is a 2 of swords in a normal tarot deck. Lead, this energy here is something that tells me that you might be in a relationship that you're basically simply following your partner, and you're following your partner in places that you don't like, or you don't like to be, or you don't feel safe and secure. Oh, there's the base chakra that just came through. And this is a very straightforward way to tell you you've got to take lead in this situation. You've got to lead this. If there's something that you don't like or something that you don't feel comfortable with, then don't go there. You have to lead the situation in saying, listen, my darling, I don't like where this is going. Please, can we talk about this? It's something that you're refusing to see. So whatever it is that's blocking your base chakra is something that you don't want to see. You don't want to see. It's refusing to see something. And by refusing to see something, you can never take the lead because you don't want to see. And you can't lead the way if you don't see, right? Okay, so the next card out is listen and coming together. Okay, so what this tells me is that this relationship might be in a bit of trouble, but the reason being is that you're probably not listening to one another. Number one, you're probably not talking to one another, because if you refuse to see something, you won't realize that there's something that you need to talk about, right? So maybe you guys should go and sit down and unblock your base chakra first, because remember, if your base chakra is blocked, you're going to feel insecure. When you feel insecure, your ego is going to take over, because your ego is there to keep you safe. So unblock your base chakra. Work with your base chakra, listen to frequency music, wear a lot of red, eat a lot of red foods like beetroot, a red apple, and be very conscious of the color red all the time. If you possibly can, see if you can find a red jasper, or even oh my goodness, these two just stuck together. Wow, that's very interesting. Tiger's eye, for instance, that helps a lot with your base chakra. Any kind of jaspers would also help. This is a red jasper, you can also try that. That for base chakra is fantastic. So if you can try and find some crystals, unblock your base chakra, and then go sit down, coming together. Sit down in love and listen to your partner. Listen to what your partner is trying to tell you, because there's a message there. Okay, so let's see. Here's the Kipper cards. We have the court, a military, and a pleasant letter. Okay, I'm gonna do this. The court, military, and pleasant letter. Okay, so the court. This makes you feel jittery, right? It feels like you're like in the Spanish Inquisition, and you don't know where to go, and you feel unsafe, and you feel worried, and you feel anxious, and you feel all of these horrible things. The reason why you feel that way when you sit in front of a court is because your base chakra is blocked. So this, to me, tells me that your base chakra seriously needs unblocking. This is the most important card on this whole table for me, because if you don't unblock and heal your base chakra, nothing of the rest would happen. A military. This is lead, and it's something that you're refusing to see. I feel that this card tells me that when you lead, don't lead in a military way. Don't be boom, boom, boom. That's why you need to listen to your partner and come together. And look at that, a pleasant letter. A pleasant letter is communication, right? This is communication between the two of you. And look at the number, it's a 7. A 7 is a very divine number. And this is a 2 and a 2. So you've got these two 2s, so the 2 coming together with divine communication. Wow, guys, this is actually absolutely beautiful. This is gorgeous. Wow. Okay, I just got like really dizzy here. That's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't feel like I really need to clarify anything here. I think this is very straightforward. I don't want to make the readings too long, because I know everybody's busy. And anyway, if you want a little bit more clarification on this, please feel free to send me an email. My email address is in the description box below. Please reach out to me, and I can do a personal reading for you. But this is a very interesting situation, guys. This is very general. Please also understand that if something doesn't resonate with you, just don't take it. But whatever resonates with you, go into it more deeply and see where this comes from. This is base chakra, and this is relationships. This is a really, really important thing to heal. Let's see what your moon guidance card says. You see, what do you need to release? So in order for you to unblock your base chakra, there's something that you seriously need to release, because it's stuck energy that basically blocks your chakras. And this is exactly what this is now telling me. So in order for you to unblock your chakras, start there. Start by releasing the blocks. Look what it is that is blocking your chakra. What is the stuck energy that you need to release? And your angel card says remain positive. That's beautiful. So in all of this, don't be scared. Don't feel the anxiousness. Remain positive. Listen to your partner. Come together in divine communication. Unblock your base chakra, and you should be absolutely fine. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of June. Please reach out to me if you need a bit more clarification on this. And I'll see you again for your July readings. Have fun. Hello guys. If you chose pile number 2, this is the reading for money. The crystal I've used is pyrite or fool's gold, obviously, money. What is interesting is in your pile, the Queen of Fire and the love card that I used for the top of the pile for love actually came out in your reading, which was really cool for me. So I just had to remember that and put it back to where it belongs. Okay, so guys, I'm doing this in a bit of a different way today. This is your top row and this is your bottom row. And this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm reading it. It's very interesting how this works. Oh, and also that was the other thing, yes. When I shuffled, I actually asked for 3 cards. The previous reading, the love reading, I actually got 3 cards, but with your reading, 4 cards came out for both rows. So I thought, okay, we'll then take 4 cards. Obviously there's something that needed to be said. Oh no, this is the wrong way around. I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, let's just do it as I intended it to do. Okay, there we go. Now this is interesting because this I specifically asked the cards to be about money, and I'm seeing love coming out here. And that's been happening quite a bit with the readings of late. Just want to make sure that everything is in the right positions. And then, okay, yeah, I only asked for 3 kipper cards. Right, so there's your kippers. Ooh, a rich girl, guys. Wow, and a journey. Ooh. This seems interesting. So let's get stuck into your reading, shall we? Okay, so the first 2 cards out. We have the Emperor and Justice. This is 2 major arcanas, guys. Oh my goodness, look at this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major arcanas and a court card. Wow. This is a very interesting reading then, guys. Okay, so let's get stuck in. The Emperor is, it's a businessman in a money sense, which we're reading for at the moment. The Emperor is a businessman. It's a very cool, calculated, clever businessman. It's all about money. It's all about making money. It's all about knowing where to go, knowing who to know, doing the right thing, making the right choice, and making money because of it. Now, with this card coming out, the Justice card, it's very interesting because Saturn is actually in retrograde as well as Jupiter. Now, Saturn that's in retrograde is the planet of karma, which if there's, karma is not good or bad, it's fair, okay? That's the Justice card, but see, it's also the 11. So Justice is karma coming in, either for you or not for you, depending on how you lived your life and previous lives as well, because especially with this life, we're not just working with the energies of this life, we're working with the energies of all the previous lives that we've had. So with these 2 coming in together, what it feels like for me is because Jupiter is also in retrograde and bringing you blessings, whatever has been taken away from you, Jupiter is bringing back to you in either the original form or in a new form. Now with these two cards coming out, that's exactly where my thoughts go, is this is karma and Jupiter bringing you blessings in money. Who wouldn't like that? I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see. 4 of air. Oh my goodness. 4 of air. This is the 4 of swords. And then we have temptations. Now the 4 of swords is it's the card where you go inside and you go and see what is it that brought you to this point. It's also where you maybe can see a therapist or someone else that helps you with the situation you're in at the moment. So with the 4 of cards and the temptation card coming out together, it seems like you're tempted to do something. Now please understand that with the temptation coming out, this is a 1 and a 5. Yeah, I know, see the picture and everything, but look at the money right there, right? The 1 and the 5, it boils down to a 6. A 6 is bringing something back into balance. And I'm suddenly reminded of the 6 of Pentacles, which is exactly that. It brings your money situation back into balance. So with the 4 of air card and the temptation together, it tells me that you need to go within and you need to go see where it is that you're tempted to go. Because wherever you are tempted to go, please go there, because that's the divine inside of you giving you pointers as to where to go find your treasure. Wow. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. I love this deck, guys. It's the Good Tarot deck. It's beautiful. One of the biggest things that I have with tarot, or always used to have, is tarot used to be a little bit old energy, and with all these new beautiful decks coming out, with all the positiveness, because that's what divinity is about. It's focusing on the positive and trying to steer your way into a positive way, which is good for you. Anyways, sorry. So here we have love and Tower. Now, like I said, it's interesting that I see love cards in the money reading. So what I think about this is, I think it's your love of your job, the love of whatever you do. And I see the Tower here. Now, 6 is the balance. Remember, we got to the 6 here. And this, oh guys, look at this. There's a 4 and an 11. Okay, 11 is a master number, but if you count these two together, it's a 15, which comes to a 6. This is also a 6. And here we go. There's the 6. It's like everything is counting up, and then at last we get to the 6, where you see from going within, where you see, hey, but this is what I love doing. Now this is the Tower. Don't fret the Tower. Tower is a good thing. Might not feel good at the moment, at that specific moment, but I tell you, the Tower leads you to greatness. This is a 16, which comes to a 7. A 7 is a very divine number. It's the way that the divine sends you. So if you look at this is in succession then, a 6 and then a 7. Now the Tower is normally the thing that it crumbles the foundation that's not the right foundation or not made of the right stuff. It crumbles that foundation, and then everything collapses to take you to whatever it is that's got the pillars of strength. Wow, guys. To take you into a direction so that you can do what you love and make money with it. Goodness, how beautiful is that, guys? Wow, love that. Okay, here we have the Queen of Fire. The reason why I chose the Queen of Fire for the money reading is normally it's the Queen of Pentacles, right? This is the Queen of Wands, but just look at her. Just look at that passion, and that's the reason why I chose her for the cover of your reading, because I feel that money, yes, you want to make money. Of course, we all want to make money. I also want to make money. But you want to make money with something that you're passionate about, right? And that's the reason why I chose her for the money reading, is to make money with the passion, with the stuff that you're passionate about. And look what came out with it. Your ship's coming in, guys. Your ship is coming in. This is something that you've been waiting for. That's the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands. This is your ships coming in that you've been waiting for. How freaking awesome is that? And it's coming in by doing the stuff that you're passionate about. Oh my goodness, this is a gorgeous reading. I somehow want to claim this reading. I think this reading is beautiful. So let's see what Kipper says. Okay. So we start off with short illness. And what I see here is a 3 and the 1, which makes a 4, which goes back to the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords energy, I can't seem to pick these cards up this morning. What on earth is going on? Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. Okay, the 4 of Swords is the card where you feel a bit under the weather, so you take a time out in order for you to regroup and recuperate. And this is what I see with the short illness. I don't think, because this is a money reading, this isn't a physical thing. It might be for some of you, whatever resonates for you, but I feel this short illness is the time that you take to sit down, shut up, and just listen to the voice that's inside, which takes me to this, a rich girl. Now this, oh, and it's a 3, right? 3 of Fire. So what this tells me is this is feminine. Feminine energy is where your intuition comes in. So when you go into regrouping and recuperating, you are going to listen to your inner voice, which is the feminine energy. And look what it says, a rich girl. This is going to take you to your riches. Your passion is going to take you to your riches. Ah, how beautiful is that? And guys, I didn't look at these cards. I only realized that these 2 cover cards were in here because I was looking for them to put them on for your picture and for the to start the video with. So I didn't even look at your cards. I didn't look at any of the cards. And this is what's come out. I think it's just awesome. And look at this. There's a 1 and it's a journey. Look at that. This is taking you on a whole new journey. A journey that's gonna bring in the money, which is exactly what we want, because this is a reading for money, right? Okay, let's see what your moon card says for guidance. Guys, you're very close to achieving your goal. Oh my goodness. This is just beautiful. And your angel card says, no, it says abundance. What? Guys, you can't make this stuff up, even if you try. I'm in awe. I said to a friend of mine over the weekend, I said to her, since I started doing these readings on YouTube, Spirit really, really works through me, and it makes me feel so fantastically good inside to know that I'm helping you guys with whatever. And if you chose this pile, this reading, your abundance is here. It's here. This is what the universe is giving you. Guys, this is absolutely beautiful. Have a fantastic rest of the June, and I'll see you for your July readings. Have fun. Hi guys, if you chose the pile for manifestation, this is your reading. I must say, like I said in the beginning of the video, I did not look at the piles, at the cards that's coming out in the piles. I didn't. And I'm telling you, the love and the money reading that I've done it's crazy. It's unbelievable. I tell you, like I said, you cannot make this stuff up. It is amazing. So let's get started with yours, shall we? So the reason why I did the manifestation pile is because this can be love or money, right? So this is, or a little bit of both. So this is whatever that you want to manifest in your life. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's just take that away. That there's enough space and you guys can see all of it. Wow. Interesting. Ooh, I love this. I love this. Wow. Okay. want to make sure that that one was upright. And then your Kipper cards. No ways! Guys, the money reading had the rich girl. Don't fret the funeral. Don't worry. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're starting out with this one. So, will, wisdom, and mind, and Uriel and the Sphinx. Okay, so this is manifestation, right? This is what you need to manifest. This reminds me also of the elements. So, and something is coming back to my mind now. I read something the other day, but I didn't really read it. It just caught my eye. How you can use all 4 elements for manifestation. So I can imagine that if you bring everything together, that's also the 4 suits of the tarot. If you bring everything together in union, in balance, that's exactly what you want to achieve, right? Is you want to achieve the balance, and when you're in balance, that's when you can manifest the things that you want and that you need in your life. So what this card is telling me is that will, wisdom, and mind. Now it's the Trinity, and it's the same thing as you need to have your mind, your body, and your spirit in unity. So your mind is have your thoughts together. Have your thoughts focused on what it is that you want to manifest. Mind, body. Your body is your heart, is your physical and energetic heart, because the heart actually creates much more magnetic energy than the mind does, and we work with the field. So whatever it is that we want or need is out there in the field, and we connect to the field with our own energy. The field is energy, and we connect with that field energetically, and we attract the things that is on the same frequency as we are. That's how this works. So your mind and your body, your heart, and then your spirit, your higher self, needs to be in union. That's what this Celtic knot is about. It needs to be in union so that you can be in balance and can attract the things that you want. Because it's very possible for your mind to be on one frequency, your heart to be on another frequency, and your soul on the highest frequency of all. You want to bring those 3 frequencies as close together as possible. You want mind-heart coherence. If you have mind-heart coherence, the energy that travels between your heart and your mind is so huge that it pushes out this extremely high frequency, or on the other side it can push out a very low frequency depending on where you are, obviously, and that is what you will attract into your world. Uriel and the Sphinx, Uriel is an archangel, so you can call in Uriel to help you with your manifestations. That's why he's here. The Sphinx is your higher knowledge, your spiritual wisdom and knowledge that's inside of you. It's in your DNA, and that's in your soul package that you brought in with you. So what this tells me is that you seriously need to bring in all your past life mastered gifts. Bring those in and help you with your manifestations. There is a reason why you chose the manifestation pile. And it's very cool. If you can master manifestation, you have anything and everything that you want. So we have here the 8 of Forces and the 1 of Keys, the lightning bolt, and the architect. So what this tells me is that while you start working with these manifestation energies, be very aware of flash ideas that comes into your mind. And please don't worry about however weird or out there this idea feels or sounds. Go for it. That's what the architect says. You build your plans around this idea. Because remember, when you manifest, you connect to the field. That's how spirit communicates with us as well. Is energy it's being put out in the field. And if you are on a right frequency, then that idea is going to flash through your mind. And even though you might get to the next day and you're down in the dumps or whatever, if you can keep on holding on to that idea and you build your plans around that idea, I promise you, you will have whatever you want. This is how Spirit is telling you to start working with manifestation energies. That's a very big secret right there. So we have the Four of Roses, views of the ego, and we have the Queen of Forces. Wow, okay. This is tapping into exactly what I said here with the Triquetra card. Your ego needs to be in the right place. Don't think with the views of the ego. That the ego is there to keep you safe. The ego is not going to lead you anywhere. Your ego and your heart, your mind and your heart need to be in coherence. You need to be on the same frequency as the highest frequency thing that you want. Otherwise, remember, manifestation energies always work. You always get what you bring in. It's just not necessarily on the same frequency that you wanted it. And that is also a very big secret of manifestation that very few people understand, is that you manifest every second of every day. You are the creator of your own reality. Once you start manifesting, it's all about the frequency that you put out there. We manifest every second, every day. It's always there. You are always successfully manifesting. It's just, are you at the frequency of the thing that you wanted? Are you there? Is your mind and your body in coherence with that frequency that you wanted? So let's say you want this huge, big business, but at the moment you're working for someone else and you are not really doing what you're supposed to do. You're stealing time here and time there. You are not going to be on that high frequency of this successful business that you're trying to manifest. You will never get there. Your frequency needs to be in the right place of whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. Queen of Forces, and that's how you're going to do this. You are going to bring in all of these energies from the field. There's the sun, there's the moon, all the different, this is masculine and feminine energies, right? You have to master and bring into balance. You have to be coherent. This is a lot to do with balance, guys. A lot to do with balance. So what this is telling me is that you need to stop thinking from your ego side and start thinking from the field. Okay, next one out. We have the karmic trench and initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Now, I have been working with Count Saint Germain for a while, and I'm telling you guys, the amount of spiritual wisdom and energy and healing that he has brought in for me is just, it's absolutely amazing. Note the 1 and the 4, it boils down to a 5, and I tell you, he seriously brings in change into your life. He brings in big change. And see, there's the 4 and then the 5, which is successive numbers, which is also kind of interesting. With the karmic trench, Saturn is in retrograde at the moment. Saturn is the planet of karma. So whatever karmic energies you've built up over past lives and this one, Saturn comes in every year and tries to bring it into balance. Now, by calling in Count Saint Germain, he can help you to get rid of your karma. To be honest with you, over the weekend I've done some serious energy work with him, and he plucked out something. To me it looked like computer chips that he plucked out from my energy field and threw it away. And the symbology of that told me that he took away old programming and old beliefs that doesn't serve me any longer. He took that out, and by doing that, it changes you. It changes the way you think, because you take the old programming away. So it changes you. By changing, you don't have to fulfill the karma any longer. You have a choice to drop your karma, to change your attitude, to change your way of thinking, to change your way of doing, and by that, you will clear out your karma. You don't have to live it out. You can clear it out. So this is a beautiful message about that. So, excuse me. Let's get into this. A rich man. This is masculine energy. It's also a 4. That's interesting. 4 of roses, which talked about the views of the ego. Guys, look at this. Remember I said to you the masculine and the feminine? This is about a guy. This is about a guy, and this is also a 4. See? This is very interesting, and this is a chick, and that's a guy. So I think this message says that when you manifest, don't just manifest from the masculine side. Use your intuition as well, which is the feminine energy. Don't just do. Use your intuition and then do through your intuition. Wow, that's a very profound message. So this is a funeral. A funeral depicted death. A death of a situation, a death of old programming. Like I said, if you bring in the help of Count Saint Germain, he's definitely going to change a few things, and he's going to end a few situations in your life. The karmic trench as well is when you start to clear out your karma, a lot of things is going to change for you, and there's a lot of situations that's simply going to die out in your life. And also remember, the karmic system was also there to bring us back to the stuff that we needed to clear out. This is also 1 and a 9 makes a 10, right? So this is a new beginning, and there has to be an ending for a new beginning, okay? So what this, sorry, I just got a lot of messages around this now as well. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. What was I saying? Oh, yes. When you start working with your karma and you clear it out. Oh, yes, karma. I said karma brings you back to the situations in your life where you have to clear out karma that you brought onto yourself or other people brought into your life or lives before. And then you have, with the same souls, you then have a chance again to clear that karma out. Now, what is really, really interesting is with this, with Count Saint Germain, he gives you the option or the opportunity to clear out karma without having to have a go at the same situation or with the same people. You can do it all energetically, which is going to bring you to a lot of endings in your life, because if you clear out karma in a situation that was quite big, then there will be people that's going to fall out of your life, because now that soul is not needed in your life any longer because you've cleared out that karma. So that person will then disappear from your life, which brings me to this, a 3 and a 2, which is a 5, grief and sorrow. This reminds me of the 5 of Cups. Grief and sorrow is never mind the fact that you clear out karma or that the situation you were in was a karmic situation or whatever. You get attached to the people in your life. And that's where the grief and the sorrow comes in for me, is that while you manifest the things that you want for your highest good in your life, you are going to lose people and situations and friends and maybe family members and maybe a romantic karmic partner that you really loved. And that's going to bring you grief and sorrow. But it's going to bring you to your highest point of your soul journey. So yes, feel the grief and the sorrow, but move beyond that. Let's see what your moon card says. I can't pick up cards today. Wow, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. See, you are good enough. You don't need karmic situations in your life anymore. You have passed the test. You know what it is, what you want in your life. So go for it. Go for what you want to manifest. You are good enough for the things that you want. You don't have to go to the karmic situations in your life anymore to bring you to whatever it is. You can manifest your own life. Your angel card says, be assertive. This in manifestation is extremely important, because you need to say, don't say, I want a car. Say, I want a red Mercedes, a C22 or whatever it is you want. Be assertive in what you want, because the the more detail you put to a situation, to a partner that you want to manifest, to a job that you want to manifest, the more detail you put out there, the more your mind think about it and the more you feel it in your heart, because that's how human beings work, is we feel things. So feel what it feels like to sit in that red Mercedes and to be driving it around town. Feel the feeling, what you would feel if you already have that car. Be assertive. Be sure what it is that you want. Be specific. Be detailed. And you will get what it is that you want. Guys, this was a gorgeous reading. I hope you have fun for the rest of June. I will be seeing you at the end of the month for your July readings. Have fun.